Why stress yourself when the reality is not inside? Why? And the reason why I'm bothered by the leavens is not just that they are weaknesses or sin, as I told you, but it can affect other things. Something like this can affect, I hope you know, can affect all the things. You will come and say, since I was small, but my father was serving God. Why is this thing happening? But you will not know, are you with me? Yes, that there is a leaven somewhere. And it has made all those things that they were doing at home, it meant nothing. And God has a standard that must be met. If you don't purge out the leaven, the result, the impact will never be seen. It will look as if God is partial. But it is men that refuse to yield to what it takes. And that is why many people grew up from those families and decided never to follow Jesus. It was because even though they saw their father eat leaven. You know that even though your father was born again, there is a leaven bread he ate. And because of that, certain things happen in your family. And you cannot say he's not born again, he's not following Jesus, he's not doing that. But that leaven has corrupted all the fasting and prayer and all kinds of things they did. As long as that leaven has not been purged from you, you are going the same. And then after 30 years, people will look at you and use you as an example of how to never follow God. Are you not frustrated? Your father, is he not a church elder? You look at, and there is leaven somewhere. And it will affect other things. It's either you are in or you are out. Those things that affects other things, it affects your walk with God. You will see the person labor so much, but that thing, that leaven, if it's not purged, it will weaken his impact. Purge yourself. And once God sees that leaven, you say, Kai! Lift up your hands. Tell God, bless me with dealings. Bless me. Pray it as a prayer for the next. Bless me with dealings. There are some of you seriously need dealings. Some of you have not, you don't even know how it's going to be done. You know you are about to fall short. You need a dealing to purge you. Some of you have not seen it yet. Dealings are blessings from God. Just like burdens. You are not serious the way you are praying. This is the mother of all prayers. If you don't set your sheep aright with this kind of prayer, you can pray other prayers and the impact will be weak. Why waste your energy? Some of you, what is stopping you from the next season is just a dealing. Just a dealing. Just some dealings. Cry for dealings. Cry, sister, cry. What you need is dealings. Some of you too. When I was praying, God showed me people that needed 1, 2. Cry, cry, cry. Bless me with dealings. In Jesus' mighty name. The leaven of the Sadducees. The leaven of the Sadducees is the lust for power and control. The leaven of the Pharisees, the Sadducees, is what? The lust for power and control. The lust for power and control. The lust for power and what? Control. The lust for what? Power and control. The lust for what? Power and control. The lust for what? That's the leaven of the Pharisees. As long as they are not the one in charge, any other thing you are doing doesn't matter. They will manipulate, scheme things. Nothing else matters. As long as, are you getting it? They will manipulate their way. According to the Bible, where we started reading in this book of Matthew chapter 23, he said that they love the high places in feast. Is it not true? They must wriggle their way to power, either directly or indirectly. Huh? There must be a way. If they are not affecting power, they can't. No, you can't see them. They are not agile. They are not effective. They are not committed. If they don't have impact on power. And by power, I don't mean falling under anointing. I mean ability to cause things to happen, especially in a governmental dimension. Are you getting what I'm saying? They lust for power. They want to be the ones in charge. And I hope you know that traditionally, that the Sadducees are the upper class. Are you with me? Yes, traditionally, the Sadducees are the upper class, the richer people in the society that comes to the church. So they separated themselves and they are in charge. They are sitting there, they are controlling what is happening. Huh? If you don't pass through them, they will cut you off. They will kill you. They lust for power. And it is an issue in many places. And it is sad that it's also available in the body. Is it available everywhere, even in small matters? There are some people, if you don't parley with them, you know, it can't happen in revival. If you don't parley with them, then they will sideline you, irrespective of your ability and capacity. In Revival Hub, life is true proof of spiritual authority. The more a man has life here, the more his authority increases. That's how we do ministry here. If your life reduce, you reduce. If your life increase, you what? Increase. I don't believe in I used to have it. As you are now, you are not doing anything. You can begin to do everything by tomorrow. Let's assume you latch on to God. We cannot afford to boss God into the lust of power that men have in their soul. Who told you that he must pass through you? Where did you see it? Are you getting the point? Yes, sir. And sometimes when you say teach this kind of thing, it can trouble one or two of you. If you are doing well, why are you troubled? That's the question that God asked Cain before he went and killed Abel. The things I'm teaching are serious things. Because some of the people hearing me, they're about to commit murder. And the murder we're talking about is not a physical murder. You're about to commit murder in the spirit. If you do well, why do you feel the way you feel? If it is true you are doing well, that's the question God asks. Okay. All this explanation, all these things is because you do not well. You don't do well. You don't do well. You don't do well. He said, I see sin lying at your door. Now, what are you going to do about it? The man has decided that he will fall into the sin. So the warning of the voice of God did not change anything. Huh? That's the best way I will explain it. He already has a reprobate mind.